Yo, what's going on, viewers of the tube? If you just jumped into this episode and you're wondering where you are at in the tubiverse, well, I'm Tyler. Welcome to the Crypto Focus channel. Upon first inspection, you're a little confused, but by the end of our episodes, you get it. Just like this homie. Hold me close, so tiny, damn son. Here's Elton Johnny. It's time for Chico Crypto. Well, this kind of sucks. Bitcoin has been up, down, and all around. Pulling out the Bitcoin price chart throughout February, the BTC price was lovely in the beginning of the month, breaking 10K. Most people thought that that was going to be left in the dust. But obviously, the whales have used that 10K level to their advantage, breaking Bitcoin under it, turning everyone bearish, then immediately pumping to 10.4K, extremely bullish. Back down, bearish, back over, bullish, back down, bearish. Then Sunday, we almost touched 10K once again, bullish, but now we are oh so bearish, just above 9.3K as of shooting this video. And since that almost 10K top on Sunday, liquidations are oh so ripe for the longs. But pulling back out the price chart, as I'm sure some of you are the technical crowd of TAers, Bitcoin falling under 9.6K isn't good, as it was a significant level for the past 2 weeks, providing support a total of 5 times since February 5th. So I'm sure this level is being pointed out using all the line tools in the books by the TA expert pros, but all you need is 5 minutes looking at a chart on CoinMarketCap to figure this out. So what is going to happen? Are we going to the high 8K levels like most TA tubers are calling for? Well, personally, I think we are having the reverse of a dead cat bounce in the crypto industry. Let me explain. So, while mainstream news is just figuring this out, we predicted over a month ago the coronavirus is going to have a major effect on Finance 1.0, including the stock market. And this week, the onslaught has begun with the stonks.
Investing in stonks is a great way to make long-term profits.
Yeah, those stonky stonks are going down like Charlie Brown. And then pulling out the 3-month chart of the Dow Jones, yikes, the markets have fallen off of a cliff. But looking back a month, the dip started when coronavirus first hit the news waves in late January. But traditional finance had what they call a dead cat bounce in early to mid-February, where the markets look like they may recover before starting the next downtrend. And things are only going to get worse for Finance 1.0, including the stock markets globally. For example, our Presidente, the Trumpster, felt the need to tweet this at the beginning of the week on Monday. The coronavirus is very much under control in the USA. We are in contact with everyone in all relevant countries. CDC and World Health have been working hard and very smart. Stock market is starting to look very good to me. He ended it with the stock market, reassuring investors who hang on his every tweet that the markets were okay. Well, what happened after this tweet on Tuesday? The markets crashed even after the president's tweet. It's a prime example that his power of tweeting that everything is okay stopping market crashes has gone out the window, which he has obviously been using in his arsenal since taking office. So as Finance 1.0 gets wrecked, the next wave of finance is ready to take a chunk of the lost pie. That is why I think the crash is just a reverse dead cat bounce. Manipulators, especially over in China, Chinese whales, keeping the price as low as possible while they accumulate, and accumulate some more. Because the capital flight from the Chinese corporate debt house of cards is going to be intense, and it's going to be swift. And the Chinese are weighing their options of where that flight will be into. Well, of course, the dollar would be a good option, as the coronavirus hasn't become a pandemic within the borders of the US. And just looking at the dollar versus yuan chart since the outbreak news, it is surging. But this isn't only China now, it's global, my friends, and there is no stopping the cases from getting inside the borders of the US. Yesterday, all US senators had a classified meeting where the coronavirus was discussed, and they were briefed for what is to come. And this is what Senator Blumenthal tweeted after the secret meeting. This morning's classified coronavirus briefing should have been made fully open to the American people. They would be as appalled and astonished as I am by the inadequacy of preparedness and prevention. Well, buddy boy, this inadequacy is planned. The virus is supposed to make its way into the States. Some people may call me a crazy conspiracy boy, but this is just too freaking weird. So you guys might have seen the movie Contagion, a movie about a viral pandemic which begins near China, is a variation of SARS, and comes from a bat in the movie. Yeah, so similar to the coronavirus, right? Well, let's just watch this clip from it now.
Alan, today on Twitter, you wrote that the truth about this virus is being kept from the world by the CDC, by the World Health Organization, to allow friends of the current administration to benefit from it, both financially and physically.
There are therapies we know are effective right now, like Forsythia, and they don't even appear on the CDC website.
Yeah, there's a herbal treatment in the movie called Forsythia, which when I first watched the movie, I thought it was just a made-up name. But Forsythia is a real plant in real life. And guess frickin' what? They are using this plant in China right now as an alternative treatment for coronavirus. This research by the Chinese Journal of Integrative Medicine, titled Can Chinese Medicine Be Used for Prevention of Coronavirus Disease 2019, shows us yes they are. As we can see, Forsythia fructis is one of the ingredients in the list of herbs being trialed. As we can see from the conclusions of research, based on historical records and human evidence of SARS and H1N1 influenza prevention, Chinese herbal formula could be an alternative approach for prevention of COVID-19 in high-risk population. Prospective, rigorous population studies are warranted to confirm the potential preventive effect of Chinese medicine. Need more? Well, the Shanghai Institute of Materia Medica, SIM, and the Wuhan Institute of Virology found that Shuanghuang Lian oral liquid could be used to inhibit the 2019 nCoV. From the article, what is this oral liquid made from? A blend of honeysuckle, Chinese skullcap, and Forsythia. And further in the article, in 2003, SIM took the lead in confirming that Shuanghuang Lian oral liquid has anti-SARS coronavirus effect. And in the decade following the SARS outbreak, a team from the institute conducted numerous researches and confirmed the TCM's efficiency against influenza virus, H7N9, H1N1, H5N1, SARS-CoV, and the Middle East Respiratory Syndrome coronavirus MERS, reporting obvious antiviral effects. Now my friends, SIM is run under the Chinese Academy of Sciences, which is state-owned and run, so this is no BS. And the news in China was broke by the official state-run press agency of the People's Republic of China, the Xinhua News Agency, and it caused people to panic and rush to pharmacies to get the oral liquid. Weibo has been covering this like mad and has a video that was posted of the long lines. Let's just watch side by side what is going on with the Shuanghuang Lian in a clip from Contagion, people waiting for Forsythia. Now that just freaks me the freak out. I'm not BSing. Either we had a coincidence like this world will never see again, or someone in Hollywood is warning us. And if things play out like in the movie, the states they will get infected and a global pandemic will ensue, and the governments across the globe will come to a grinding halt. That is why the CDC, just as I was finishing up this script, announced that Americans should prepare for a coronavirus crisis in the US. And one official said, it's not so much a question of if this will happen anymore, but rather more of a question of exactly when. So Chinese capital flight into American dollars, American safe havens and more is only temporary. The viral spread is going to increase, and it's only a matter of time before things we have been seeing happening in China, quarantines, mass disinfections and more, begin here, shutting down our own economy, which means those safe havens won't be safe anymore. What is out there that doesn't rely on a government? Bitcoin and cryptocurrency. Yes, that is exactly why I think we are in the middle of a reverse dead cat bounce. But there is also another asset that is even safer in a full-on apocalyptic type scenario where internet services and more go down, and that is gold. That is why in the recent 10K spike, I cashed out a small percentage of my crypto, less than 5%, and bought some physical gold. Cheers, I'll see you next time.